We're back. Oh my God, we're back, and some might say better than ever. I'm not
Always.
sure. I'm not
Eh.
sure.
We fancy now.
Somebody's gonna say it. I don't know who, but somebody's gonna say it.
Back and better than ever.
Somebody's gonna say it. I don't know who, but somebody will, of course.
I just
Somebody's going to be very loud by the intro.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, we are back from a small break, a longer than intended break. As of last week, we had too many things to deal with. Lots of stuff on our side, personal stuff, and then with the closing down of, sadly, of Skype, pivoting and looking towards new platforms that could work for us. So we are now here. And this is where we will lie, hopefully, for a little bit. We'll see how this works out. Hello, Mr. Sean, our first guest popping in. That's actually in the chat. So thank you for being a part of this. It's going to be an interesting show, I think. It's a battle. We haven't done one of those in a while.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have Kevin here to do the introductions. So I figured we have Nezzy here, and she loves doing introductions. Nezzy's here, everybody. This is Nezzy from the chat. This is her first time on Rumble Pop Live. So everybody,
Hooray.
give her a
Hello.
round of applause. Give her a clap or something. Something, I don't know, just slow clappy.
Little snap.
Snaps for Nezzy.
There we go. Golf clap. So thank you for joining us. Nezzy, why don't you take it away? Give us some quick introductions. Show Kevin how it's done.
I don't know how it's done.
Wait, why are you getting so many applauses?
What do you mean?
Stop.
I'm the best. That's what it is. How do I do the intros? I need to talk to Kevin. He didn't give me pointers.
Oh, well, here's an easy
He's a bad teacher.
I'll show you the first one here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Rumble Pop Live Edition. We are here with the bombastic, bodacious, wonderful young Polynesian twirl, Miss Bonnie Tuttle. Bonnie, thank you for being with us today. Bonnie is a young 20 years old this year. Her bank account is a net worth of $2.5 million. Can you believe it? Congratulations, Bonnie.
God, don't I wish.
There you go, Nezzy. Now you have 3 more. That was a...
Yeah.
I mean, you can take it away. You can go ahead and do it. You're doing so great.
Really?
Okay.
You're doing so great.
So next up on the list, we have none other than the professor, the man once marked for death, believe it or not, was hunted by an assassin. It's crazy. It's a story that we'll have to tell another time. It gets a little insane, but he's here now and with us in an undisclosed location. Again, it's Chris, the professor. Thank you for joining, Chris.
Thank you for having me.
And
I got a horn for once.
No, that's the next person.
Oh.
There you go. Now you got one. You got 2. Stop it. Okay, so there's a few hiccups in the programming. We've established this now, but none other than you're a mother. Oh wait, that's not her. That's just the name of the show. We're talking to none other than Nezzy, Miss Troublemaker herself, from all over town. If you need her number, just check your local bathroom.
Wow. Yep.
Wow.
Definitely there. 100%.
Starbucks, where I found it, believe it or not. Yeah. Wasn't in the North Hollywood one, but it was in the Van Nuys one, which I found interesting. That shows you demographics, you know?
I don't settle for one spot. Gotta venture out.
Oh, okay.
Check out your nearest concert hall.
There you go.
Yes.
That's where it is.
There we go. Yeah, that's exactly it. And I am your humble podcaster, like Kevin, very humble that I am. I'm not humble. Am I humble? I could be humble.
No.
Sometimes I have my humble moments. Damn it.
Debatable.
I do. Well, that's not very nice. Anyway, so thank you for joining. We are here for You're a Mother, Battle of the Moms. This is going to be a great one. Let's read off a few comments that have popped through. Uh-oh, Mom and Dad are here. Everybody say hi to my mom and dad.
Hi, Mom and
Hi, Mom
Dad.
and Dad.
Hello, Mom.
Hector Hernandez has popped in and says, I know Nezzy from her greatest work, this podcast chat. There we go.
Hey,
Oh,
hello.
very complimentary there, Hector.
I made
Thank
it out of the chat.
She's finally made it out of the chat. And someday, Hector, you may too. If you strive and you work hard and you hit every Starbucks within a 50-mile radius, you too can achieve greatness.
Sometimes dreams do come true.
Yeah.
Back
That's why when you tell me you're like, oh, I got your protein pack, I'm a little hesitant at first. I'm like, and then you're like, no, it's the one with the eggs and the cheese and stuff. And oh, okay. Get a little worried.
That is a good one.
Hector says it is. It's very good. Hector says, don't threaten me, Donald. Well, how dare you, sir? How dare you? How dare me? Thank you. Kevin says, please leave a like for the YouTube algorithms. Yes, we really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Look at that.
And subscribe.
Yeah. And subscribe. Yes. So we've got that. Okay. So let's move on. We've got a few things. First of all, I want to establish, Chris, do we have any tea?
No.
We're not spilling any tea, but I will say, while we didn't spill any tea today, there has been a lot of talk about our trip to Mexico at the end of this month and about our trip to France, Venice, and Greece next month.
And Montenegro.
What'd you say?
We're going to Montenegro as well.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay, I was a little
close
worried.
one. That was a close one.
I was a little worried at first. Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good though. We're good. All right. So maybe there's something that's going to happen here in a second. Perhaps I get a little worked up, and then maybe I'll feel like pulling out.
Oh God.
That's right. This segment didn't leave the program. How would you all survive without me pulling out on you? By the way, this is, I just want to take a moment since you can see it right here because I'm leaned over. This, Mom, I fixed it. It's back up on the wall. My mother gave me this painting that she made, this beautiful lion painting that she did. And it was too large to fit in my luggage. So we had to break the frame down and pull the staples out of the canvas and roll up the canvas. And then I had to put it all together when I got back, which is a lot harder than you would think, particularly because of the size of the staples and having to fit them back in the holes and know which I should have, when we took it apart, I should have marked top, bottom, left, right. Because,
but then what's the fun in that?
Yeah, but what's the fun in trying to figure that out, right? So I made it harder for myself that way. So it was a lot of fun. Yeah, a lot of fun.
It was entertaining. It's a little puzzle.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we also want to take the time real quick before I start talking about these comic books to acknowledge that our friend Kevin is in the chats and he is taking notes and letting us know how the stream looks from his end. So I have him kind of on speed dial over here in case there's any issues that I do not see. I'm keeping the ringer on. He can give me a call and be like, Donald, it's fucked up. Everything's shit, and then we can try to figure it out. But that's what Kevin's doing right now in the chat.
Call momentarily.
Right. He's taking meticulous notes on this. Janet has popped in and said, yay, my Nezzy is on. Hi, Chris, Bonnie, and Don. Oh, her Nezzy. I see.
Yeah.
I see.
She owns me. Yeah. Yeah.
Hector says Kevin was demoted for his celibacy. Yes, we told him, and this is an early threat because we told him if he hasn't gotten it on by the time he's 45, he's either off the show or he's going to find a woman. And this is just going to give him a taste of what it's like to not be on the show. So then he'll find himself a special lady friend, I mean, if Lebowski can find a special lady friend, I mean, it can't be that hard, right?
It's to help him. That's what it is.
Right?
It's a little push.
Yeah. That's why we had the speed dating night that one time. And it was speed friending because you can't call it speed dating.
For legal purposes. Yep.
Yes. Anyway, I pulled out over the weekend, not a lot because we were still working out what program we're going to use. I haven't been back that long, so I'm just kind of getting into the motions of work and everything and trying to pick up extra shifts. For those of you that came to the event that we had on Friday, let me check the chat here. Yes, none of you. So for those of you that came to the event on Friday, we really appreciate it. And those of you did not make it, you probably didn't know, except for Hector. Hector knew, so I'm calling you out on that one, Hector.
It was a fun event.
Yeah.
It was
I
very
already
fun.
told you why I couldn't go. So
Hey,
Yes.
I would have
No,
been there if I could have.
I know. Everybody's
There was
got
a lot
reason
of
to forget.
traffic, so Chris
But-
couldn't make it.
It was super fun. I am going to say Inez didn't make it for the full time, but she got there about halfway through and seemed like she had a good time. So she was in the bathroom scribbling her name. I had to clean it all off the wall again afterwards, but we get past that. Anyway, we had a hell of a time with trivia. It was Tracy and I co-hosting. It was Tracy's birthday that night. And she was so nice to have that for her birthday and on her birthday. So it was a nice big event. We had a good turnout, not an amazing turnout, but we had a good turnout. And I was very happy with the end results because everybody seemed pleased with it, which is the important part. Everybody had a good time. We had a cash prize at the end for the winner, the grand prize winner. Second place got some really cool prizes. And then we had some bonus rounds after every round where somebody could win a prize. Like, a team of 3, one person out of the 3 could win a prize. So it was super fun. We had a really good time, and we will be doing it again. The Secret Heroes trivia is going to be born of this. So keep that in mind. That will be coming down the pike. Secret Heroes trivia will be something that we'll be doing more often. So I hope you guys can join future ones. Frank is here. Hello, Frank. Thank you for joining. Caesar, thank you for joining. He says, Nezzy looks so cute.
Oh,
Caesar.
hi.
So complimentary. Amish says, really? I don't know what he said really for, but yes, really, Amish. Enrique says, hey, everyone. The traffic would take a while, Chris, says Amish. Enrique, good to see you, buddy. Traffic was awful, says Mr. Sean. Personally, I was stuck inside a mobile Memphis Blues. Nothing wrong with the little Memphis Blues, though. You know what I mean? Secret of the Ooze. Oz? Oh, Ooze? Well, we do have Turtle. Well, I have several Ninja Turtles film version, as well as the tour version coming out of our shelves. So if you'd want to partake in some glorious songs such as Sing About It, Tubin, Skipping Stones, Pizza Power, No Treaties, Cowabunga, April Ballad, and Count on Us. I got you, boo. I got you. But anyway, I digress. We are going to move along here. We've got from the Invincible Universe, Battle Beast #1. This was the book of the year, probably. This probably sold more than any of the Absolutes. This probably sold more than any of the Ultimates, any X-Men title. This was the book, top seller of the year. We sold a fuck ton of these at the shop at We Can Be Heroes in Chatsworth, California. So if you guys get a chance to go there, they do sell new comic books there. And this is one of them. They might actually still have a few on the table. So if you come in tomorrow when they're open, you might be able to grab one. But it's an interesting story. It's basically the history of Battle Beast, how Battle Beast became Battle Beast and why. And it tells you a little bit about his past of violence and him teaming up sort of with a HAL 3000 kind of a scenario. Is it 3000 or 2000? It's 3, right? I think it's HAL 3000 type of scenario where the ship is sentient and hates him and keeps trying to take him to places where there's people that could kill him, which is also what Battle Beast wants, because he wants to fight a battle with somebody that could physically kill him. That's what he wants in life. He wants the rush of dying. It's weird. I know it's kind of like what Thanos wants with death, but it is what it is. The only thing that threw me off with this story is the fact that he would go to get into a fight and he'd be like, but first, let me tell you my story. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, what the shit is this? And then he would go up against a villain, and the villain's like, oh, thank you for releasing me. I need to tell you the glory of my story. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go again. So I'm hoping this isn't a trend through issue 2, 3, 4. I hope we just got all of that the fuck out of the way, and we don't have to be subjected to more of the history of my. It's a 6. It's a 6 out of 10 where it stands. It's not amazing. It's not fantastic by any means. It's not bad. It's fun. It's enjoyable. But if they don't change a few things, I can't see it lasting, to be honest. It's just awkward in spots. So Kirkman, who's writing it, you need to hone those skills that you've had in the past and turn this boat around. That being said, I have the last issue, the question all along the Watchtower. Question number 6. Was it the biggest culmination of this book throughout the whole thing? You know, I've been championing it. Was the culmination deserving of the entire story? No, it wasn't. Sadly, it was not. They missed a beat. The step wasn't there. I feel like maybe it was rushed a little too much. And if they needed a 7th issue, they should have just said, whoops, bonus issue or annual or something in order to kind of drag it out a little bit. The ending just seems so trivial, so quick, and it really undermined the story that was being told of the Watchtower being under attack. And this could have expanded out, and it didn't. It's just where it is, and they're like, we'll see these characters again in Justice League Unlimited. And I'm like, duh, we all know that. They're part of it. But anyway, it's used to be like a 7.75. I'm putting it now, the culmination, this issue at a 6, which makes the culmination of the whole thing a 6.5. So a 6.5 out of 10. It's still really good, don't get me wrong, but the end's going to let you down, and I promise you that. It's a $3.99 book. It's still well worth the price of admission, but it is a little disappointing in the end. So keep that in mind. Is Vic Sage? Question: no, it's Renee Montoya throughout the whole thing. There is a character named Charlie who I'm not really familiar with. That's also a question in there, but I don't know, and forgive me for my ignorance on that. I don't know who Charlie is and why he's a question. So maybe Charlie came after or something, or in between, or an alternative version. I'm not sure. But I've got a few more comments here. Let's see. Nice Dylan reference. M. Sean went by dawn with the speed of light. Yes. Well, that's what happens though, Mr. Sean, when you're doing a live show. If you try it, I'm sure you won't catch every reference either that people make. Jesse says, hey, everybody. Jesse says hello to Nezzy and to me. And Osiris says, hello, everyone. Hello, Osiris. Good to see you, Big Sal. Yes, Kevin had explosive diarrhea. No, he's monitoring the show from the chat to help us out, to make sure that there's no issues on that end. And if there is, what they are, so we can explain it to us later. Battle Beast would talk him to death. Well, he would beat him to death and then maybe try to talk, but end up not. I don't know. It's interesting. What's up, Kevin? It is a Vic. Hey guys, don't forget to thank you, Amish. Appreciate that. With the story name All Along the Watchtower, I'm wondering if 2 writers were approaching. They did not do that. There actually were 2 people that were approaching, but they weren't writing anything. And I feel like they should have done a little bit more tongue-in-cheek stuff, but they did not do that. So sorry about that, Mr. Shaw. Knocking Futz says, what's happening here? Is this the multiverse? It is. It is. We're doing the Battle of the Moms. You're a mother, or you mother, Battle of the Moms. And we're going to get started on that actually pretty much right now. So with that, guess I'm done pulling out. It's always so fun. I love that. I love that. We're going to get started on this. It's going to go fast and furious because it's going to take some time. It'll take us about an hour to get through this. So we want to go and move along. Now, we do have a bracket. And each bracket has, 2 fighters. And then there are 4 on one side, 4 sections, and 4 sections on the other, 4 brackets on the other. And those guys will eventually meet to fight. But first, one of these brackets has a sub bracket. And that's because we could not agree and did not want to agree on which Francis
McDormand.
Should have let him. You should have let him figure it out.
Yeah, I would have got it. Yeah, which Francis McDormand would ultimately win as far as like being a choice as a great mom. She's played quite a few really great moms. So we were like, maybe we should do like a three-way battle and let you guys vote as a preliminary battle, and then we'll slide that one right into one of the brackets. So that's what we're going to do. We have an empty spot here on the board, and I will write the winner in. And I'm going to let Chris go ahead and pull up our first battle here so we can get started. This one is great. Okay.
Mhm.
We have Elaine Miller versus Mildred Hayes versus Marge Gunderson. Now, Elaine Miller is from which movie, Bonnie?
Almost Famous.
Almost Famous. Thank you.
Mhm.
And Mildred Hayes
Don't take drugs.
is from which film, Chris?
3 Billboards.
Yes, 3 Billboards. Also a fantastic film with her in it,
Mhm.
where she's just an angry, angry mother, and for good reason.
Yep.
And the last one, Marge Gunderson, is kind of a little bit of a cheat, but she is a fantastic mother in that
Wait, how
is-
is that a cheat?
she's still doing her job and protecting her little one that's in her belly. And what film is this? Nezzy?
Fargo.
Fargo.
There we go. Chris.
He's excited. It's okay.
It's
Oh my-
fine.
Fargo.
Fine.
Because I wanted to do the accent. Fargo.
So we have Elaine Miller versus Mildred Hayes versus Marge Gunderson. So we're going to give you guys 30 seconds to vote on this. If we have to go a little bit longer, I'll do the 30-second countdown again, but we're going to do the countdown to get that started, okay? So 30-second countdown begins now. Okay. All right, let's see if that's enough time for us. We got to go through some chats anyway. We got a lot of chats in here, a lot of lively comments, which is great.
Mhm.
But here we go. I was worried if Chris was a mother, says Amish. You're a child. Does this conversation involve flaming hot Cheetos? No, it actually doesn't. I don't think on this one. But if you have any, you're more than welcome to send some our way. We've got votes. So who would like to take some notes for votes? Which one of you would like to do that?
I will.
Anybody? Okay, Bonnie's going to do it. Nezzy, do you have an ability to take any notes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will have Bonnie count for Elaine Miller. Nezzy, you'll do Mildred.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I'll do Marge. And Chris,
Looking
do
at
you
the
want to read
comments, and
off
I'm kinda
the comments
surprised
and go, or
today.
do you want me to do it?
Yeah, I can do the comments.
Okay. We're going to start with Knocking Futz says the Cheeto comment. Then after that, we start getting votes.
All right, so the first one we have is 3 Billboards,
Mhm.
which is Mildred Hayes. Ivan's Collectible says 3 Billboards.
Hey, Ivan.
Sean McGeehan says Marge.
Oh, hey, I got one.
Mr. Sean says Fargo.
Hi, Sammy.
It's all
I don't know
Alabama.
any of them. Mom says Marge. I got a Peg Bundy, which doesn't. Mildred.
TV.
Marge. Oh, I guess Ivan picked Mildred.
Wait, what did he choose originally?
He didn't choose it originally.
Oh, okay.
Well, he said 3 Billboards, and then he went back and then said the name.
Okay, so
Oh.
his is just one vote. His
Yeah,
is
it's
a
one vote. Yes.
Got it.
We got Hanzo with Marge.
Thanks,
Um,
Jesse.
Jesse had said nice elevator music.
Yeah.
Amish says Peg Bundy. That would be a good
Not
vote.
a good mom, Amish. No. She gave him pets and said it was vitamins. What are you doing?
Sammy
Sammy.
says she doesn't know either of
this
them,
was
so
about
she's not
good
voting.
mothers. This is the same argument that we've been having for 2 weeks.
Oh my
That's all my votes. That's all the votes.
Pamela Voorhees, because she's knocking futs. Okay.
Apparently, yes.
So
Yeah.
I have 4 for Marge. Does anybody beat that?
No. I have 2.
Yeah. See, what shocked me is that not one person voted for Elaine Miller.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
We
Okay,
have
well, I guess
Elaine
Marge
17
wins.
we have
She's
18 people
weird.
watching the show. Why would we only have 7 votes?
I don't know. Amish, we did count yours. Jesse says he said Billboard. Did you count Jesse's vote?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It was 3 billboards.
Yeah, that
by
was
a
the first vote.
landslide,
That was
for sure.
that was the first vote.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Jesse, we got you. Okay, so that is the end of that round. Okay, and that is the preliminary round. So that means the official round is going to be starting here in just a couple milliseconds, really. We're going to go right to it. It's game time. Okay, round 1 of this particular battle is going to be an interesting one. We have... Do we have a photo?
Yes, hold, please.
We're holding
I
for
think we
that.
should probably note that these are all movie moms.
Yes, they are all movie moms.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no TV.
No TV
I forgot
moms
who the
in this
first
battle.
what the first round was. So I have to look it up again.
Oh, it's Beverly.
All right, okay.
If that helps. I'll just say it and then you can put it up if that helps you.
Okay.
So it is Beverly versus, this is a great one, guys. This is a great one. Morticia Addams. So we have Serial Mom versus Morticia Addams. This one, you guys, you better vote for this one. I'm telling you now, it's amazing. You have to vote for this one. And we're going to put 30 seconds on the shot clock here for you with that beautiful elevator music that Jesse loves so much. He's like, can we play that sweet tune again? We can, and we shall.
Just for Jesse.
I feel like that's the longest 30 seconds of my life. I'm over here making faces. I poured myself more root beer. I mooned people. No one saw any of it. No one saw any of it. So interesting. Okay. We have comments that have trickled in, or Fast and Furious. I can't
Quite
tell.
a few, actually.
There's quite a few. So we're going to go up here.
Honestly, this is no competition.
There really isn't.
But we could just look really quickly. Let's see if Beverly got any votes.
I
She got one vote.
Morticia, Beverly, Morticia 6, Morticia 7, Morticia 8, Morticia 9, to 1 Beverly. Yeah, we that's.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Yeah.
tried.
That's
How are you going to put somebody up against Morticia Addams and expect them to win? But the closest we could come up with is another woman that would kill for her family. There was another way that we could have pivoted and put something else here and put Beverly in another bracket, but Chris and I discussed this extensively, and we felt where we landed on it was the best possible use of these characters. And Beverly is a great character, but she's a hard one to move forward into any bracket, really. So Morticia for the win on that one, easily defeating Beverly Sutphin. Sutton? Is
Sure.
Sutphin? Thanks,
Sutphin,
guys.
I guess.
Thanks,
Sutphin?
guys. Really appreciate that.
Sutphin.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
No,
All right,
you're
Tootie.
welcome.
Tootie and Pammy. Chris, Tootie and Pammy. It's going to be the second battle, guys. It is a bloodbath. Yeah, Morticia with a landslide for sure, Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
Nancy Loomis from Screen 2. Oh, very good mom. Okay, we have Tootie Bomowski versus Pamela Voorhees. Also, 2 women willing to kill for their sons. And they're also age appropriate to battle each other.
And they have a very similar hairstyle.
Yes, we have Tootie from Stop or My Mom Will Shoot and Pamela Voorhees from Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I was saying it slow because I was like, I don't want to say Nightmare on Elm Street. Fuck that up. I don't want people killing me. I'm gonna be in so much trouble. Okay.
The moms will be killing you for confusing their sons.
Right.
Mhm.
So we're going to do 30 seconds on the clock. Again, I'm sorry, guys. You're going to get the music. It's just the way it is when it comes with this clock. So you can mute it if you want, but here we go. All right. That just kind of abruptly ends. That's that. Fuck yourselves. All right. So we got plenty of comments here for this one. Tootie versus Pamela. I have a feeling that Pamela's going to run away with this. I have a feeling.
I think so too, but there's quite a few votes for Tootie.
Stop her,
at this
Mama.
point.
There's for both.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let's go with it. All right. Tootie and Pamela. Who would like to write down Tooties?
I'll write it down.
Okay.
Tootie.
And Bonnie, would you do Pamela? Would that be okay?
Yeah, I'll take Pamela.
Okay, thank you. And I'll read these off here this time, Chris, if that's all right. Since I'm right there. Where are these ladies? Says Amish. Jesus, Amish, what are you looking for? A date?
I think you meant, where are they from?
Yeah.
Who are these ladies?
Oh, okay. Ivan's Collectible says, I would die for her. I would kill for her.
Yeah. He said,
Either
"Who
way,
are these ladies?"
What bliss. Gomez Adams. Oh, that's really sweet. You know what I'm going to say? Pamela, says Knucking Futz. So we have our first vote for Pamela. Jesse says Tootie. Sammy says Pamela. Enrique says Pamela. Jesse, who had already said Tootie, says she's badass. Amish says, oh, okay, I'll go with Pamela Voorhees. So he is officially voting for Pam. No vote from mom or dad. Hanzo, Philippe, good to see you the other week, buddy. It's nice that you came in. Appreciate it. Says Pamela Voorhees. Mr. Sean says, what movie is Tootie from? That's Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. David Cox says Tootie. Thank you for being here, David. Amish says Pamela. But I believe Amish had already voted. Yes, he had. So take that away if you added an extra one. Hector Hernandez said Pamela. Kevin says Pamela lost her head for her son. Kevin, you can vote too if you want. You're part of the audience today. And just because you're helping us out doesn't mean you can't vote.
That sounds like
Sean-
a vote to me.
Jean says, well, then write it down. Sean says Tootie. Knocking says Pamela killed Kevin Bacon. He already voted, by the way. Or she. Ivan says Tootie, but put the gun down, Mom. Jesse says F my life. I don't know what. It's okay. It's not that serious. Mish says Norman Bates' mother. There's an interesting conversation that we had with that, to be honest. Hanzo says Friday 13th Pamela, but I believe that Hanzo already voted. Yeah. Pamela gave her head for Jason. Thank you, Bonnie. And D. Wallace says Gail Benning. D. Wallace. And then Kevin says, yes, he did vote for Pamela. So there we go. Sounds like still like Pamela won, but I could be wrong.
I believe I have 8 for Pamela.
I have
Okay.
4 for Tootie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Blew her out of the water. So Pamela moves on. Tootie's gone. Sorry, Estelle. Guess you better get it going.
She tried.
Oh,
Wow.
no. No.
Oh, that's a good one, right? Right, everybody? Yeah.
Sure.
Oh,
I guess we'll give it to you.
they love me. Oh, they really love me.
Oh, we'll let
Moving
you
on.
live in your delusion.
Right.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Up
Nice
next,
when
we
you're
have
when you're your own favorite.
ooh, Mr. Sean. Thanks, Bonnie. Mr. Sean, this is one I told you about. You just heard one part of it. And Chris, this is the one we've been waiting for. And Mr. Sean was just as excited as the two of us. So this is going to be a great animated battle. And I can't wait for y'all to see. So we'll have that up in just a second. And we have The Secret of Nims, Mrs. Brisby, versus The Incredibles, Elastigirl. Now, guys, especially you ladies. Bonnie, Nezzy, have either of you seen Secret of Nim?
I have not.
don't think I've seen it since I was like little. It's been a really long time.
But you've both seen The Incredibles, right?
100%. That
It's
one
been a
I
while
have.
since I've seen The Incredibles, but yes, I have seen it.
What did you think of Elastigirl? What do you think of her character, of her merit?
She's pretty rad.
She's great.
Yeah.
She's a
Very-
great mom.
Very
Yeah.
strong female character, very, very strong mother, always looking after her kids and her husband,
Of course.
very family oriented. I think she's great.
I mean, she does it all.
Right. Did she
Like-
go on a quest,
like most
though, to find some sort of power so she could protect her family and had to battle owls and spiders and wolves and other dangerous things? Did she do that?
No, but she did go against like guns and bombs and all that stuff.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. All right. That's
So-
fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's
Kind
fair.
of.
All right. All right.
Don't talk
Chris-
down on Elastigirl. Come
I'm
on
not.
now.
I'm just asking. Well, I mean, nobody knows about Miss Brisby. So, Chris, do you have anything to add about Miss Brisby?
She was a badass rat. That's all I can say. Like, really, she was like, this was like my favorite movie growing up as a kid. And it was actually surprisingly scary for a cartoon.
Oh, Don Bluth knew how to scare the shit out of you. as a kid.
Yeah. There was blood and stuff too. I just remember like she was like a badass rat, and like she's widow, and she like really did a good job of protecting her son.
Yeah, she struggled with her
Mhm.
family for sure to keep them together and to look after them and make sure that everybody was okay, especially after her husband passed. And that was a sad moment. It's overall a very scary, sad film, but a
Mhm.
very
Yeah.
good film nonetheless. For an animated film, it's dark. So
Honestly,
Don
I
Bluth.
think that's probably why
Oh, wow.
I only saw it when I was little
Mm.
because of how dark it was. Like, that's honestly the only thing I really remember about it was that it was very dark and a little frightening.
Yeah.
Well,
And
she's
I-
like the main character of the movie.
It was
and-
never in my regular rotation as a small child.
Yeah, they're freaking like lab rats that get like it's
Mhm.
like it's a sick son, and she has trying to protect and save, and all this crazy stuff happens, and it's a good movie, but yeah, it is definitely sad, and I don't think kids nowadays are too soft and they wouldn't like it.
All right. So let's move on to the voting.
I need to revisit that one. I will.
I don't think I need to visit it at all with your guys' comments. I'm okay. I don't need to watch
You're
it.
good.
It
Oh,
sounds
okay.
too sad. I'm okay. I'm good. I'll stick
All
with the
right.
last
It's very
one.
good though. It's very good. You should watch it at least. And here we go. Vote time, guys. I feel like we've already talked long enough that I don't need everybody to we don't need to go through the 30 seconds
We really
again.
do, yeah.
Like I appreciate it being there, but I'm already kind of like, I don't want to push this button again. So let's go right to the comments and see what everybody has to say. Chris, do you want to read these off this time?
Sure.
I can keep tally for Elastigirl.
All right,
And
so yeah,
also
so
Chrissy.
we got the first one we got is Amish with Mrs. Brinsby. And then we got Jesse says, I don't mean to
who's-
be a perv,
Who's writing?
but
I'm sorry,
she
who's writing
got-
these down?
she got a trunk. She got trunk, okay. I don't mean to be a perv,
It
but
means
she got
she's
trunk.
got a big booty.
Okay, yeah.
He doesn't mean to be a perv, but continues to see
Yeah.
a perv.
Yeah.
Knucking Futz says Mrs. Brisby
But
she
she is
raised me
stacked.
there. House in place for safety. She raised their house in place for safety.
Mhm.
Sam says Elastigirl. Enrique says Brisby.
Wow.
David Cox says Brisby. Jesse gives some cry laughing emojis. Amish says Mrs. Brisby is a strong rat. Mr. Sean says Mrs. Brisby. Mom and Dad says Mrs. Brisby. Hector Hernandez says Elastibutt. Kevin says Brisby in a landslide.
Yeah.
Sean McGeehan says Elastigirl for the home stretch, even though she was a ripoff from the Doom Patrol and Fantastic Four.
The home stretch.
I
see.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree, though.
Amish says it was 4 kids with also a granny that complained, but it was a good nanny.
Yeah, I thought it was more than one kid.
Jesse says, "Who picked these moms?"
There's
Knucking
It was a
Foot
group
said,
effort.
lots of arguing.
Knucking Foot said, "Plus she had the sparkly." Amish says, "Please do." Amish says, "Bonnie, it's so moving." Hanzo says, "Elastigirl."
Last girl's catching up a little bit.
A Secret of Nim is a solidly. Mr. Sean says, "Secret of Nim is a solidly good movie. The story behind how it came to be is fascinating." And then Jesse says, "Don't let Chris read the comments."
I just knew it. You gotta give him some time. You gotta give him some time to
Wow.
work on it.
And we got a late
Yvette.
vote. Yvette, this is Elastigirl.
Okay. Well, with all the time, thank you, Yvette, for the last second vote. That did not change the outcome. It came close, though. Mrs. Brisby wins by 1 vote, guys. She won by 1 vote. So that moves her
So
on
close.
to the next
So
round.
close.
Beating out Alaska. I'm actually shocked. I did not think Mrs. Brisby, Chris and I were talking about this. You're like, there's no way she's making it.
No.
But
Yeah, I seriously thought it was going to be Elastigirl too.
she
I
missed
did
Because of
too.
how beloved she is right now.
That's great. That's crazy and great. Next up is even better.
I
Oh
mean-
my god, I'm so excited.
Oh my
for this.
God.
One thing
I'm
that we've
so
learned
excited for
about
these.
this audience is that this audience loves an upset.
Yeah, they're never gonna pick who you
Clearly.
think. Yeah. They are never gonna pick who you think, which is
Murder
always
She Wrote.
fascinating.
Next one's a hard one. Next one's probably one of the hardest ones.
You're not wrong, knocking Fuds. Okay.
The next is going to be a good one. So go ahead.
Oh yeah. It's we got Nancy and
I got it.
There we go.
Mhm.
Boom. We have Stifler's mom from American Pie
Yeah.
versus Nancy Huff from Step Brothers. And I am here for this. I love both
Seriously,
these
I think this
characters
is going
so
to
much.
be the most fun battle. I do.
So much. Stifler's mom is in it way less than Nancy Huff, but makes such an impression in that little bit of time that she's in the first one. She's in more than one, by the way. And there's more than one person that's been in her.
Yeah. And then, fun fact: Thomas Ian Nicholas from American Pie, he has a band called the Thomas Nicholas Band. They recently released a song called Stifler's Mom. And it's a
No
riff off
way.
of Stacey's mom. Yeah,
Oh, I love that.
I mean,
it's really good, actually.
That's
One-
classic.
one argument I'll say for Stifler's mom is that it created a pop culture movement.
It did.
Mm-hmm.
Started with the MILF, and then
Mm-hmm.
the floodgates opened, if you will.
It's crazy to think that that's where it started.
Mm-hmm.
Where
Stifler's mom.
Brendan Cho? Was it Brendan Cho or somebody? Something Cho?
John Cho.
John Cho. Yeah, John Cho. Isn't that where he got his start? Was like talking
Yeah,
about
it was-
his mom?
Yeah, I think it was one of his first movies. Yeah.
She's a MILF. Yeah, I was talking like something like that at the beginning of the film or near the beginning. Okay, so Chris, would you mind taking Stifler's mom on this one?
Yes.
Okay. And Nancy, Bonnie or Nezzy, would one of you like to take Nancy Huff for a spin?
I'll count Nancy.
Okay, perfect. All right, guys. Well, we're going to just start counting the votes because it's been enough time. We've talked about them both. So we're going to just keep going on this one. Let's see. Oh, this is tough. Jesse is voting for Stifler's mom. Amish is voting for Stifler's mom. Enrique loves Nancy Huff. Knocking Futt says, let me guess, the pervs for Stifler's mom, but I vote for Nancy. So Knocking's voting for Nancy. Mom and dad both no vote. Mr. Sean says Nancy. David Cox says Nancy. Hector Hernandez says Stifler's mom. Sabrina Scott says Sticker. I think she means Stifler's mom, but also she could just really be excited because she found a sticker. Yvette says
I think you just
Nancy.
can't read.
Sabrina then realizes that she changed it. She wrote it down wrong and then said Stifler after that. So it is Stifler's mom. Josh says, hey, Josh, good to see you, buddy. Josh says Stifler's mom. Philippe says Stifler's mom. Hanzo, you say Stacy's mom, so I'm not sure what you want here, buddy. So take away that last
That's a
Stifler's mom.
song.
Oh, I see. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so Stifler's mom, sorry. Nancy Huff goes to Kevin, and Nancy goes to Sammy. This is surprising. I did not expect that many for Nancy, but we're getting quite a bit.
Same.
What's the vote count on these guys?
I think I may need to recount, but I have 7 for Nancy.
I think I have 5 for Stifler's mom, but I think they might be wrong.
Oh boy, you guys did great. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's 5, but
Sorry,
All right.
But it was a little
Okay.
confusing with some changes and
I know
stuff.
people change stuff. Okay, here we go. Ready?
5.
Jesse says Stifler.
yeah, I have 5.
Anish says Stifler. That's already 2 for Stifler's mom.
I have 5.
3 for Stifler's mom.
2,
4 for
3,
Stifler's mom.
4.
5 for Stifler's
5.
mom. 6 for Stifler's mom.
Okay, I'm seeing 5 now for Nancy.
6 for
How did I get
Stifler's mom. All
Did I
right,
count somebody
I'm gonna
twice?
do it again. Here we go. Nancy 1 vote.
5.
Nancy 2
Six.
votes. Nancy 3 votes. Nancy 4 votes. Nancy 5 votes.
6.
Nancy 6 votes. Nancy 7 votes.
So yeah, so she edges out 7 to 6.
Yeah, looks like Nancy's going to win this one.
Which
Guys,
is a
I was
shame.
right the first time.
well, yeah, I think that's it. I think we just have to call it. Stifler's mom's going to lose to Nancy Huff. Okay.
Oh.
I'm quite surprised, but you know what? It's a good battle.
I really thought Stifler's mom was going to take that one.
Yeah, everybody did, I think. Everybody did. Yeah, everybody did.
Wow.
But that did not happen. That is not the case on this one. Wow, we're already on to the next column, guys. We're moving along, chugging along quite well here. This is going to be a great one. We've got somebody's going to be back, and somebody's getting married, right, Chris? Somebody's going to be back. Somebody's getting married.
I haven't seen either of these movies.
The upcoming movies?
Yeah.
Really? You have not seen The Terminator, and you have not seen Kill Bill?
Nope.
I've never seen Kill Bill all the way through.
Oh my God. These are great. This is a great
I
picture.
know.
Sarah Connor versus the bride, aka Beatrix Kiddo.
We got to do movie night.
This is a great fight. Yeah, definitely. Ooh, says Amish. He's in love with this idea. Jesse already knows. Jesse shoots from the hip. He's like, let's kill that. Let's kill Bill. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good choice.
Yeah, sorry, Sammy.
Bonnie, I am shocked. Hey, we got a couple Sarah Connors
yeah.
coming in here. Wow, Sarah
Look right
Connor's
there.
catched up. She's already caught up. So that's good. This is a hard one for Sarah.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, she has a gun. There's that.
That's it. She has a gun.
Yeah. I mean, plus she's fought like 5 Terminators by now, right?
Yeah.
So I guess it depends on which Sarah Connor you're getting. But I'm assuming battle-hardened Sarah Connor versus battle-hardened Beatrix Kiddo.
Hmm.
Unless Sarah Connor was one of the people that went into the hospital along with Buck. Just had her way.
I mean, Hector's right. He said Sarah had to put up with the teenager, and I agree with that. That gives her bonus points, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that is tough.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the count here. Let's see what we got here, guys. We're going to start on that. We'll give it a couple extra seconds, too, just in case, guys. But Jesse goes for Beatrix, so it's 1 for Beatrix. I'm going with Sarah Connor, goes Amish. Kill Bill the Bride goes Sammy. Sarah Connor for Enrique. Sarah Connor for Yvette. Sarah Connor for Mom and Dad. And this is a hard one, Sarah. This is a hard one, Sarah, says David Cox. He's going Sarah. Tough choice, Sarah Connor, says Mr. Sean. She has a gun, says Amish. Yes, Donald, she has a gun. I'm sorry, Beatrix can take out Sarah. Vote for the bride. says Knucking Futz. He's going for the bride. I go with Terminator 2, Sarah Connor. Josh Turner saying Sarah Connor. And Mr. Sean says, interesting connection. They both have to break out of a hospital. Also true. And Philippe is going Sarah Connor. So Sarah Connor is crushing it right now. She's 5, 6, 7, 8 to Beatrix Kiddo's 3. This is shocking. Truly shocking.
You really think it's that shocking?
Yes. I mean, yeah.
I'm not really surprised.
Beatrix Kiddo killed a man with her fingers. Like how many? 2? 1?
Yeah, but Sarah freaking Connor.
Yeah.
That's it. Just Sarah freaking
Just Sarah
Connor.
freaking Connor.
I guess.
I mean, with that explanation, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, hers wasn't
It seems
just
like-
about, saving her kid. It was about saving the world.
Also true. So I guess in the realm of things, being the mother of the future savior of the world kind of hangs in the balance there.
Yeah.
Yes, Knocking Futz. Can Sarah do the 5-point death blow? Thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was thinking. John McGee says Sarah is a more iconic character. I think that's going to change, though. I think over years, I think people will start to see Beatrix as a pretty iconic character within her own right. She already
Well, it's
is,
been
but
20 years.
I think it'll grow. He's been talking about doing more with the character, so if he goes back to it, you never know.
Yeah, there's a possibility for sure, but I feel like, I don't know. For some reason, I feel like the bride is just a little bit more niche than Sarah Connor.
Josh, you don't have a teenager yet. You don't know that. He says Sarah Connor had a teenager much harder than a small child.
You don't need to have a teenager to know. You know enough teenagers.
Yeah.
As someone who works with teenagers, yeah, I can agree with that.
She did chop up the Crazy 88. I would be interested to see how the bride would do against the Terminator with a gun and how Sarah would do against Crazy 88 crew with a sword.
Well, if you think
That
about
would be interesting.
current Sarah
Yeah.
Connor, she also has a Terminator protecting her. So
Yeah. All right. Well, it doesn't look like it's going to change. It looks like Beatrix is out and Sarah is the winner. So the bride is gone and Sarah Connor's moving on. Next up is we got Parker. Parker here, Chris. We got Parker. Kate and Parker. She does have a Honda.
Christmas battle.
Yay! Jingle bells, Batman smells, Joker, Batman, something like that. Robin.
So I think it's Donald Leidenegg.
I just did. I think right now. We got Kate
Surprises
McAllister
nobody.
from Home Alone up against Miss Parker from A Christmas Story. Now I don't know about this one. I mean, I know where I would vote, but I don't know. Now I'm scared because I have no idea anymore.
You're gonna go either
Well,
way.
What's gonna happen? Yeah.
Because you're still trying to argue like who the better mother is or who you consider to be a good mother. And I know you're going to use the argument that Kate's a terrible mother because she left her kid, lost track of her kid twice, 2 years in a row at Christmas.
Yeah, but
Oh.
the shit she goes through to get back to him.
No, that's
Yeah.
not,
Some
that's
good of a
not the
mother
argument
she is.
I would make at all, Bonnie. Because
Really?
I did not like Christmas Story. I hate that movie.
Why? It's such
I
a
think it's-
great
I think
movie.
it's terrible. I
That's the
don't
best
think,
part about the holidays.
I
They
don't
play the
think,
movie 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
It's the best
No.
thing ever.
It's so great.
no, I'm more of a Christmas Vacation kind of
Mm.
holiday watcher or Home
Oh.
Alone
Now
versus
eat like the piggies
Christmas
do.
Story. Not my
There you
jam.
go.
I'm not saying that
How does
nobody
the
else should
piggy-
appreciate it. I do understand why people like it. You know what I mean? I get that, but it's just not my jam. You know, that's okay. It's okay. We can all like different things. Some people
Yeah,
out
yeah.
there don't like Home Alone. I know they're there somewhere out there in
And
the
those
chats right
people
now.
And then-
are so very wrong.
Possibly,
Exactly.
yeah.
There's those people, and then there's the people that like good things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, I love both of these movies very much. They are very near and dear to my heart.
I'm kind of with Donald on this one. I like Christmas Story's okay, but after like the 50th time of watching it, I could care less about seeing it ever again.
How
But
dare
it
you?
just gets
First time
better.
watching
It gets
it.
better.
That was
Right?
my first time
Just
watching
throw
it.
it on TBS on Christmas Eve and watch it for 48
And just let
hours.
it play. Let it play. It's the greatest
Mhm.
thing ever.
Okay,
The
so
best thing on TV.
Yeah. It's
Josh,
so much fun.
that wasn't quite a vote. So if you want to clarify, just so
And
I'm
then when
sure
they
that
did
that
the
is a vote.
live version, the live play version a couple of years ago, that was so much fun too.
Mm.
Oh, there's a
Josh,
live
When,
version?
when Matthew Broderick narrated it.
Huh.
Oh,
Jo-
Loved it.
Josh, to be fair, she didn't leave her child behind. She left it responsibility of a teenager. The teenager left him behind. Like, once again, the teenager is coming to play.
Well, I mean, yeah,
it
but
was it
who
was
threw the ticket out in the
cousin.
trash?
Well, it
Wasn't it Dad?
Nope, she banished him to the attic.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
in the
Yeah, 'cause he
morning,
got in
in the
trouble.
morning, the cousin was supposed to be in charge of a head count, or the older sister, or the cousin, one of the older kids, and she counted the kid, the neighbor kid,
neighbor's
who was
kid,
like
true.
stealing the stuff out of the van.
He wasn't stealing. He
But
was
the
just
neighbor
going
kid
through it.
was the same
Yeah,
age,
going through it,
wearing
yeah.
the same clothes.
Yeah.
So can we really blame her? It's
It was
not
an
her fault
accident.
that she can't tell a kid
I
of the
think-
same age, of the same
I-
size.
exactly.
back
I
of the
think
head.
what her mistake was that she was relying on somebody else
Mhm.
to take
Definitely,
account of
definitely.
everyone. That was the mistake.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mistakes
it's
happen.
not her fault.
And she did everything that she could humanly possible to get back to him.
She did. Mhm.
Exactly.
She really did. Okay, let's count these
She
votes,
was
guys.
ready to sell her soul to the devil himself.
All right, we've got Kate and we've got Miss Parker. Okay. Amish says Kate McAllister is who I choose. Jesse says Kevin's mom is a beast, so I'm going to guess that's 2 for that. Enrique says Parker.
Okay.
Mom and Dad says Kate. Big fans of Home Alone there. Knocking Fut says Kate had how many kids? I vote for Kate. It's true. A lot of kids. Sean McGee
What?
says Miss Parker. Says 2. Mr. Sean says Miss Parker. That's 3. Joshua says Miss Parker didn't leave her child behind, but I wanted clarification, so we're going to skip that one for now. David says Miss Parker. Kate goes to Philippe. He says Kate. And Sean McGee says next week, can we do Battle of the Mofos? I mean,
that'd be awesome.
It's not a terrible
That is a good
idea.
idea.
I like that.
I'm not against it. Knocking Fut says Miss Parker's way too conservative. Could even say the granddaddy of cuss words, F dash dash dash. That's true. Josh is definitely saying Miss Parker.
Fudge.
Now he changed his vote.
Did he?
Yeah,
Son of a bitch.
we
Hang on.
convinced him to change his vote.
Hang on now. Amish says, yes, the attic and the counting troubles. It was cold, guys. Chicago was too cold to wait. Amish is not wrong. It's cold as hell. I want to change my vote. No problem, Josh. We got you. Damn kids are lucky they didn't get an ass whooping here. All right, so we got another for Kate and one less for Parker. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for Parker on that. Okay. And then Kate gets one more vote here. Bonnie, Kate sold her soul and then ended up on Beetlejuice. That's true. She did, technically.
Mhm.
So it looks like 4 for Miss Parker and 7 for Kate. So it looks like Kate McAllister has officially won this round. Uh-oh. Did I mess up something? Kevin, is that you? No, it's not Kevin. Never mind. Okay. I thought we screwed up something. Kevin was calling. It's all fucking over. It's over.
It's Kevin. No, I'm making an executive decision. The other mom wins.
It's exploded. Everything's on fire. Everybody's computer's on fire. How do we do that? All right. Moving on. Onward and upward. We've got, oh, wow, that was quick. Chris, well done. Molly Weasley versus Diane Freeling. We have Molly Weasley from the Harry Potter franchise versus Diane Freeling from the, I never can remember, Poltergeist franchise.
Poltergeist.
Yeah.
I know who Sammy's voting for.
So Mahia, right? I mean, come on. That's a no-brainer for Sammy. So we've got Poltergeist. We have a mom trying like hell to protect her children from demented ghosts trying to kill people in a home versus Molly, who is protecting her children from broomsticks and owls, right?
No.
Yeah.
No,
She's
No.
protecting her children
Oh.
from the
broomsticks and
unforgivable
owls.
curses.
Yeah, and killer wizards.
From
Yeah.
like the Cruciatus and the Avada Kedavra.
I saw cakes moving. I went to
Crucio.
Universal.
Ugh.
There's cakes and pies twirling around. There's dishes not being washed. But then like a sponge is doing it themselves and stuff.
That sounds
I
like
think
that. That
Molly's
sounds like
Molly's got a
Fantasia
name.
has one of the best lines
There's
of the entire
hippos
series.
in a bucket.
That's
Which speaks to
Fantasia.
her
Oh.
motherhood, really. No,
That
one of the
sounds like
best lines
Sleeping
of the entire
Beauty.
Series is not my daughter, you bitch.
Who said
That's
that?
the best line.
Molly
That is the
did.
best line by Molly.
Yep.
Oh, that's
She
not
got
right.
one of the
That's
few
improper.
swears in Harry
Oh, yeah.
Potter.
Wow, that must have been rated R.
Now, when it came up in the books, it was like, and then in the movies, it was even better.
I'm pretty sure
Wow.
she said,
Perfect.
"Not my daughter or my broom, you dumb twat." I think that's what she said. I'm pretty
No.
sure. Molly Weasley
Probably
said
on your version.
Right? It's an interesting spin.
well, I
Donald
get mine.
bought the Tim
But,
Yu
you know,
version.
delivery's
of the
I got
book.
mine. Yeah, I did. I got the Timu Potter is what it was called. It was called Timu Potter.
That's what it was.
Yeah, yeah. I thought it was weird, but I just rolled with it. It's still very good.
I got the concept,
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah. At the end, when they just run off with sticks in their hands, and they're like in the park.
Sure.
Great ending. Somebody let off a firecracker. I was like, whoa, what's spectacular? Look at these special effects.
It was a pop-up book.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. Timu Potter. All right, let's count some votes. Yeah. Bonnie, I guess we'll have you count Molly.
Okay.
And Chris, can you do Diane?
Sure.
All right, cool. And then you're gonna count the next round. It's Kate Donald. That sounds the weird sound. Okay, Diane is Jesse says Diane. Mish says Molly. Mom and Dad say Molly. Nucking Fut says Diane all the way. She fought a demon. Mr. Sean says Molly. Enrique says Diane. Sammy says Molly.
Mm-hmm.
David says Poltergeist house is right up the street for me. Oh, no shit. Oh, dude, that's awesome.
That's crazy.
Mr. Sean
That's
says Miss
scary.
Weasley kicks major ass in the last Harry Potter movie, very much in the thick of battle.
Yep.
Sammy says, shush, Donald, shush, sit down. I'm already sitting. Hector Hernandez says Molly Weasley gang. And then Kevin is saying Simi Valley Poltergeist house. Yvette says Diane. David Cox says Diane. And Philippe says Diane. So where are we at on these votes, everybody?
I have 6 for Molly.
I have 6 for Diane.
Oh, shit.
Oi.
Oh,
it's going to
shit.
the council.
Oh,
Molly might be in trouble, everybody. Oh, Sammy. Oh, Sammy. I don't want Sammy to do anything rash. Sammy, it's going to be okay. Somebody get her number on speed dial just in case. I'll get it. I got you, Sammy. Talk you out, talk you down. Sammy says, shut up, Donald. Okay, she's okay, everybody. She's okay. It's basically, and then Sean
we got a
McGee
late-
says,
John McGee.
Diane, nail in the
Oh,
coffin for Molly.
no.
It's over for Molly.
No.
Diane Freeling beat the shit out of Molly Weasley,
No.
guys. Oh, my Lord.
Oh, Kevin said
And
his
now
vote
Kevin
was for
says
Molly.
Kevin says Molly. Wait, is it still tie?
Yep.
That
Then
brings
still
it back to a
tie.
tie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sammy's like, no. See, the meltdown. I got her. I got you, Sammy. Don't worry. I'll call you immediately.
I can hear Sammy creating a new account so she can
Right.
vote for
Right.
Molly.
Yeah.
It's not Sammy. It's I'm Imus. That's Sammy spelled backwards. Sammy. It's Imus. Imus. I'm a long-time viewer. You know, my name's Imus.
Oh, Josh voted for Molly.
Oh, there we go.
Josh is going with Molly.
There it is.
Yay.
And then Sammy is going to whoop my ass. Good Lord, she gets violent when she's going to lose. All right, that's it, guys. That's the last of the votes. This has been a big back and forth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a 30-second intro that everybody knows and loves. It's going to be a countdown. And after that, whatever names come up after that, that's it. That's it. Okay?
Oh,
All right, here we go. Okay, was there anybody added?
No.
No, not really.
Okay, so Sammy, Molly Weasley made it, yeah?
No, we gotta. It's a vote. It's a tie. We gotta
Oh,
vote.
it's a tie?
Is it?
7-7.
I thought we had.
Oh no,
one.
because Josh won. Yeah, Molly wins. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
Yeah, because
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
I
so
won.
Molly wins. Molly
Joshua
wins.
was the.
Yeah.
Okay, Molly won. Diane's gone.
All
That
right,
was
Sammy, you
close.
owe Josh. You owe Josh.
That's crazy as hell.
Josh's vote was the real MVP here.
I thought Molly
Yeah.
was a shoo-in. I thought Diane would not have a chance. I love Diane's character, but I just did not think that the Poltergeist fam would like come out to battle the Potters, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I love that. I do love
I mean,
that. That was
apparently
great.
so.
That was great. All right, last round. Chris, take it away.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Kevin,
wait.
I don't think Enrique's vote with the cat counted.
No, yeah, he's
No, it did not.
that doesn't count.
We all know how much I love the cats, but no, the cat's vote doesn't count.
Speed Games. I don't even know who you are. Is this Adam? Uh-oh. Knocking Futs. Chris, you have one job. Yeah, he does a good job. We've got Marge
doing a
Gunderson.
great job.
We voted earlier in the preliminary battle. By the way, Chris put together all these images that you see before
I'm
you.
literally putting on images right now as the show is going on. So
He's
So
actually
fancy.
he's in between. He's literally photoshopping the next battles for the next rounds because we didn't know who was going to win. So we couldn't preliminarily just do them. So he's doing them in between. So he's doing a hell of a job.
So he
we've got
technically doesn't have one job. He has a lot of jobs.
right, a lot of
And
hats
he's
being worn.
Filling
today.
all of them. He's doing great.
Oh, hey buddy. How are you? Good to see you, sir. It's Matt. Nice.
Yes,
for popping on,
Sammy. Portocalo.
So we have Marge Gunderson versus Maria Portocalo.
Yeah.
And what movie photo is Maria in? Maria is in
My
Um,
big fat Greek wedding.
Yes.
yeah, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, and Marge is from Fargo.
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 Wells Fargo.
Fargo.
Marge is from the bank, and she's
From
like,
the bank.
"The loans due, bitch."
Oh, you.
Right?
Steve Buscemi's finest work.
Some of his
Fargo.
finest work, yes. All right, so
No,
we've got
like
Marge,
Con Air,
large
yeah.
Marge versus Maria Portocalo.
Portocalos.
All right, let's see if
Give me
Maria
a
gets
word.
any votes.
Any word.
So we've got Marge.
Wow. No love for
Marge.
Maria.
Misha's the contrarian.
Amish went with Maria Portocalo. Mom says Marge. Mr. Sean says still going with Marge.
Must start editing.
These are all fair.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Might as well, yeah. It's not
That
like
hurts.
Maria's gonna have.
I mean, seriously. Jeez.
You guys all need to watch My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
You do. Yes.
I mean,
It's so funny.
are there 4 of them now?
Always serving up
Yes.
food with the love and the steaming hot plate of guilt.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Donald and I
Whoever's
are going
making
to have
them-
a big fat Greek wedding.
Don't play with your food.
Whoever
When
is
I was
making
yours,
these
we didn't
movies
have
needs to
food.
stop. Somebody needs to stop them. Josh Turner, you have not seen Fargo? Oh my God, sir!
You need to get
gotta
on
see
the-
that.
I'm
It's
going to
a
add
great
that to Plex
Coen
for
Brothers
you.
film. Yeah,
It's better than the TV show. It's better than the TV show.
Well, the TV show has some good seasons for sure.
Yeah.
I love that they made it a kind of a one in each season's its own thing. You
Mhm.
know, I love that about it for sure. And so Marge, yeah, it looks like Marge is gonna take it. I think they did a My Big Fat Greek Wedding TV show too.
They did.
It was one season,
lasted
yes.
for about half a season.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Which was sad. It was actually really good.
Oh,
It
was
Wow.
it?
just, for some reason, it missed the audience.
Huh? Gee.
Hmm.
The
When did it
movies
come
are
out?
great.
They
I
are.
think
They
the
are.
fourth one missed its audience too.
There's only been 3 movies.
You sure?
It missed production, audience, and everything.
Yeah, the last one was the third one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just
Honestly,
too many of them.
the third
Rated
one,
a
it
4.7
wasn't-
on IMDb.
Yeah, the third one wasn't fantastic. It definitely wasn't as great as the original. I mean, nothing. It's hard to beat the original, but
Definitely.
but it's still it was sweet.
It was a good watch.
It gave me the feels. Yeah,
Okay.
It was a good
it
watch.
was definitely worth the time.
Amish says, Bonnie, I always complain about the marketing for these TV shows. Knocking Futz says, Breaking Bad, my all-time favorite TV show, was written in perfection.
Breaking Bad was perfect. It was pretty great.
Yeah.
I still need to go back and finish that. I started it a couple of years ago, and I think I had to pause somewhere around the 5th episode in because I was watching it while I was at work.
Yeah.
And then I quickly realized
makes
I
sense.
probably shouldn't be watching this while I'm at work.
My hot
Yeah.
take is that Better Call Saul's a better show than Breaking Bad.
I've heard that. I
I've heard
still
that.
haven't watched Better Call Saul.
I've watched a good couple seasons of Better Call Saul and have very much enjoyed them. The problem with these types of shows I have is it gets so tense for me. I get too nervous and I shut it off or pause it or do something else.
That's actually funny. That's the studio for me.
I mean, honestly, I feel like that's why I watch like 10 shows at a time.
Yeah.
All different types.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of a
Knocking
sudden, I'm
Futzes,
not
please
quite
finish
into
it.
this one anymore, so I'll hop to the other one, and some of them are faster binges than the other, and yeah.
By the way, Marge won that round, in case anybody was wondering. But next,
I don't think anyone was wondering. I think we all knew.
in the next round, we're restarting. We're in the what is this? The preliminary? Not the preliminary. This is the second. I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway,
second round.
Second round.
Round two.
Because this is the other matchup we wanted.
This is round 2. Yes, it is. This is the one that we were talking about doing.
Mhm.
We were like, this might end up this way anyway, so let's just do that. So it's Morticia Addams versus Pamela Voorhees. These you
This will be
guys
interesting.
voted heavily for. Tootie almost beat out Pamela Voorhees, which is a surprise. So I'm thinking Morticia's probably going to take it. That's my hot take on this one, is that Morticia is going to take it easily from Pamela this round. But we'll see.
Mhm. I mean, if there's anything we've learned doing this show, it's that sometimes you never can tell with our
Mhm.
audience.
X-Files, they kept bringing it back too much, and the movies kind of sucked. So X-Files, a little shakier than it used to be, in my humble opinion. But if you go with a certain amount of seasons and just stop there, I think you can have a good argument for it. Knocking Futz. But Game of Thrones is also the same way. If you go to a certain amount of seasons and you don't finish it, it's great there.
Yeah, stop at 6.
Yeah.
A lot
do
of people
not
talk
go to
about
7.
The Wire. I think The Wire was a perfect
First 2 seasons.
way to end something. I thought it ended great. There's another show I just watched recently, which I thought had a great ending to it, and I can't remember what it was now off the top of my head, but I just finished it, and I thought it was great. Avatar is another one, animated series that I think had a really fantastic ending. but
Mhm.
they
That
just
one was good.
extending it. So we have, let's just count these because I have a feeling. We have
There's no
Morticia,
counting.
Morticia, 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 Morticia,
Yeah.
Morticia, Morticia, Morticia,
It's all
Morticia,
Morticia.
Morticia.
It's
True
all
Blood stops
Morticia.
at season 5. Yeah, the wheels did fall off. Yeah, so we're not even going to go any further. We don't have to. Morticia takes it easily from Pamela Voorhees.
Oh,
No, that was the last one. This one we have Mrs. Brisby versus Nancy Huff. Well, that's an odd pairing. but two really strong moms.
Oh
I'm gonna
my
give you that.
god, how
Two
weird
really
is
strong
this?
moms. Yeah. But we'll see how that goes.
Who made up these?
So how do you
brackets?
vote on this one?
Right?
Like,
Adam says,
how do you go about that?
I heard a rumble in my spoon. Morticia Adams is cool. Yes, Morticia Adams is great. I guess Morticia must be your choice then, Adam. Because her last name begins your first name. Okay? Yeah. So she's kind of a mother figure for you. Okay, here we go. We've got Miss Brisby versus Nancy Huff. Ooh, I don't even want to watch this one. Man. Miss Brisby versus Nancy Huff. This is a tough one.
Actually, I don't know. We'll
I
see
don't
what
think
happens.
so.
Votes are starting to come in.
They are starting to come in. They are starting to come in. I don't think Mrs. Brisby's very funny. I think she could probably tell jokes. I bet she could probably make something to eat that would taste better than what Nancy Huff could do. But
I've never seen that
we as
movie.
people, human beings would want to eat it.
You need to go watch it. You need to go watch it.
I will, but like just
I'm
not
definitely gonna
even
have to
just.
take time to revisit it. I might do that sometime this week.
But just seeing
Fair,
like both of them, not seeing that movie, I really think Miss Brisby is probably the more motherly mom than Nancy Huff.
I mean, Nancy Huff is really, when you think about it, she was very much an enabler.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's true.
So
it's true.
Yeah.
Very, very much.
A loving mother, yes, but yeah.
All right, let's start counting these votes, and we'll give like an extended.
I can't even say it.
We'll give an extended little bit of time for everybody, but I'm going to start counting the votes here. Amish says I'm going Mrs. Frisbee. Well, we're starting to make Brisby Frisbees now, Amish. They're in production. They're going to be exclusive to Rumble Pop. We're making Brisby Frisbees. So Amish is going Mrs. Brisby. So that's one for the misses. All right. Yeah. For the Briz, I'm putting it under Briz and the Huff. These are great nicknames. Surprise. Watched Bondsman with Kevin Bacon. Really liked it. Oh, cool. I've not seen that yet. I know it's on Amazon, and I do want to check that out.
And it just got canceled.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh.
Fuck off. Then why would you want to watch it? Like, they cancel shit so fast now. It's stupid. Now I'm not. Okay. Nucking fucks. Does it end in a way that I would be satisfied with the ending now, knowing that there's never going to be any more? Because I'm not going to watch it if that's the case. Enrique is going Brisby. Mom and Dad are going Brisby. Nucky Futz is going Brisby. David Cox is going Brisby. Sean McGain's going the Huff. Mr. Sean's going Brisby. Adam Ridgway is going Brisby. Josh Turner says he wants a Brisby Frisbee, please. Mish says the Bondsman is a great show. And he said to me it was good from beginning to end. Okay. So then maybe I'll check it out. But Donald, I think the ending might be a shit show. Uh-oh.
So who do you trust?
Mom and Dad says it's good. So I guess I'll trust Mom and Dad and Nucking Futz.
Yeah.
Amish hasn't finished it. That's why he's saying he thinks it's going to be a shit show. Mrs. Brisby has 7 votes to Nancy Huff's 1. So are we comfortable with saying that Mrs. Brisby won?
I think
Yes.
so.
Yes, I believe
yeah.
so. Yes.
So the Briz moves on.
And remove. Boop, 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 boop.
And then we have next up. Ooh, this is Is Polka
Now that's a
involved?
doozy.
Is Polka involved in this next battle? Because if it is, Kate might have
It should be.
We have Sarah Connor versus Kate McAllister.
I mean, seriously, who made these brackets?
In what might be the most one-sided battle known to mankind. But I'm here for it, man.
I love it though. It's
cracking me
great.
up. Crimson Fox, hello. How are you, sir? Good to see you. Enrique already throwing out the vote. He's like, Sarah Connor.
That's
Oh my
That's-
god.
Thank you. I mean, we might have a little bit of back and forth with this one.
You think?
I think so.
Yeah, it's coming in.
It's looking like it so far.
Okay.
Thank you, Amish. Oh, and thank you, Mom and Dad.
Okay. Well, I guess we can start counting the votes, and we'll just extend it as we go
Yeah.
along.
Why not?
We have Enrique going Sarah Connor, so he got the first vote. Amish is going Kate McAllister. Sean McGee saying Sarah, no contest. Adam says Kate McAllister. Adam just wants to be home alone. Mom and Dad go Sarah Connor. David Cox is going Sarah Connor. Sammy's going Kate. Mr. Sean's going Sarah. Yvette's going Sarah. Sarah's going to Josh. Kate Connor, it's a split for me. Yeah, I think Sarah's starting to run away with it at this point.
Yeah.
It's 7-3.
Yeah,
So I don't think it's as close as everybody thought.
it started off strong.
Be? I don't
It
know why I
did.
thought it would be. I think Sarah would just kill one of them.
They tried
She
to
wouldn't
say
need-
Sarah could handle it better.
She would choke out Kevin and just throw him in the back of the van overnight and not worry.
Instead of sending him to the attic, they're like, just go wait in the van until tomorrow.
Yeah, and he's frozen
Yeah.
and already dead, but at least you know where he's at,
That's true.
right?
That is true.
Yeah, I feel like Sarah's got this one in the bag, guys. I'm sorry to say
Mhm.
that's a win for Sarah. Sorry, Kate, but Sarah Connor takes it. And last but not least, we've
I
got
like Josh's comment. It was polka versus automatic weapons. That was the best.
we got Molly Weasley. We do.
Hold on.
I mean,
I'm
she
having
did have a pretty
Okay,
vicious
that's fine.
slap, though.
technical difficulties.
Knocking Futz.
That's true.
Remember when
That
she
is
slapped Tim Curry?
Oh yeah.
Knocking
Mhm.
Futz wants a Brisbee Frisbee. Still talking about Brisbee Frisbees. We're going to get you one. Don't worry. We're going to manufacture these. We'll sell 6 of them. Okay, next up, we've got Molly
Man, this is
Weasley
a good
versus
one.
Marge Gunderson. Okay, if we're being practical, probably the person that knows magic would be in a better spot than a person that doesn't. But
I
also,
agree.
I would agree.
if Molly committed a crime, I feel like Marge could circle around and figure out it was her. And then she
But-
would take it. You know, it just depends on what situation we're in here.
But with magic, you can do a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You can do a lot with magic.
Mm-hmm.
True. But what if she turned herself into a pickle? And then Marge walks in and she's like, quite the
Why would
pickle
she-
we've got here, huh?
Why would she do that?
Yeah.
Quite the pickle. Why do we have Pickle Rick? We can have Pickle Molly.
No, you can just stay with your pickle, Rick.
The
Leave
Molly
Molly
pickle.
alone.
Pickle Weasley.
Oh my goodness.
Oh God, no! Don't.
No. All right.
Good.
Fine.
No, don't do that.
Well, she hasn't done it yet, Sammy. Give her time. There's a new series coming. You don't know the future. You can't predict it.
Yeah, she can.
No, she can't.
100%. She's full of magic, so yeah, I'm pretty sure she can.
Mish says, I love Polka, Joshua. Or I love Polka,
Did they pass
Joshua.
the new
So-
Molly yet?
I see Amish loves
Huh?
Josh, but
Did
only if
they
he's
pass
playing.
Molly yet for the series?
No.
can't remember if there were
I
any
don't
announcements
think.
on that one.
No.
They have
I'm
not.
not
They've only
sure.
announced like 5 adults right now.
Okay.
Want a Brisbee skateboard
They're
deck.
not
Yeah.
too.
We got a Brisbee. A what? A Brisbee. Oh, those are awesome. I love Brisbees. Me too, man. Oh, they're like the best. Marge. Okay, Molly and Marge. Here we go.
I'm laughing at Sammy's comment right now.
Marge for Sean.
Yeah,
Bean.
Donald.
Molly. Molly Weasley is practical. So Mish for Molly. Sammy says Molly. What a shocking turn of events. Nucky Fuck says Marge. I think everybody should vote for Marge.
No, I think
Petra says
everyone should
Weasley to
vote.
respect Sammy's lineage. She's not even a real redhead. I'm just throw that out there. No
Hey.
lineage there. Let's see.
Be nice to
Molly
Sammy.
Weasley is an amazing mother and has magic. Marge, says Enrique. At least with Marge, you know the carpets match the drapes.
Oh my
God.
God.
Mr. Sean says Molly. Sammy says she's never
Ew.
done that, Donald, you dumb butt. I'm choosing Molly, says Amish. Wait, didn't you already vote, Amish? Yeah, I already counted it. Okay.
All right, can I respond to Nuckingfoot's comment where he said, is that I don't know who that was,
Yeah.
the name of that person. Don't know why we don't have Queen Padme. She made a freaking Jedi. Yes, she made an evil Jedi, so that's why we didn't put her on the list.
Yeah. Yeah, she just time over time kept making the wrong damn decisions because of love.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible.
I mean, she didn't make an
Good
evil
call,
Jedi.
Josh.
She made a Jedi with an evil Jedi.
Marge.
So, yeah.
We got another Marge vote. Oh boy, good job, David Cox. Don't know why yet. We don't have Queen. Oh, okay, gotcha. She made a Sith Lord, sir.
No, she didn't. She made Padme technically made
She made Luke and
She
Leia.
made Luke and Leia,
Mhm.
but
She married. She fell in love with the Sith
Yeah.
Lord.
yeah,
But
that's
to-
why.
I mean-
there was something about Sith Lord in her that we didn't pick her for. Same reason we didn't pick
And she
Leia
also
for her
died of a
mom.
broken heart before she got to raise either one of them.
Anybody on Marge?
So-
Just because I want Marge to have a fair shake, we're going to give a 30-second interlude here for Marge. So guys, think real hard on this because Molly really doesn't do much. She just has a stick.
We're talking about not
Doesn't
do
do
that
much.
much.
Please
protect
She's
her
all
children.
over the place.
What?
Is a
Literally
detective.
sacrificed her
Jesus,
son.
it's so loud in here. Marge is a detective.
She lost
She's
a
a great
son,
mother.
and another
She's
one was made.
still
She
has the
two sons
child
that were made.
in her.
She
still
got
has
the
the child
queen,
in
like
her.
one of the baddest witches, and her daughter.
Oh my God, oh my God.
Not my daughter, you bitch! Come on.
Yeah, that's all great.
Just that one line is
Wait,
just
what was that one?
You are so rude.
terrible. So fucking rude.
Great, he has the
They
power to cut
were.
us off now.
So bad.
A stick.
Wow.
A stick to Sammy as she melts. Enrique
She's
says,
not a witch.
He's got another another vote for Marge. So Enrique has another vote there. They're throwing Marge. So we get one more vote. So
You
we're
are
only
just-
one off.
Cheater.
Not when she felt
Wow.
like married him. Amazed Jesus, true, but when they met.
Seriously, the audacity, Donald.
Okay, we're only one vote down. Marge might make it. Marge might take Molly
I
right now.
don't think
I
so.
think
Time
this
is
is taking
up.
too long. Time is up, and it goes to Molly.
Yep.
All right, fine.
Exactly
Suck it
what
up,
Sammy says. The
Suck it up,
cat's
Molly
vote does
won
not
fair and
count.
square.
I was wondering when somebody was going to catch that. What's this cat's vote?
We all did.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. We've got the we got the semifinal here. This is going to be tough. The semifinal is going to be a real tough round for you. I don't know how you're going to make it through. I really don't. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of tears shed. No offense to Bonnie.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yes, Sammy, my babies are very adorable. Thank you.
You're
Love
just
my
talking
babies.
about cats, right?
But
Like
they don't get
actual
to
cats.
yes, but they don't get to
Okay.
vote in our in our battles either.
Enrique, you're getting closer. Now, if you have a small child with a pen, you just get something to write with. And if it looks anywhere like a Marge, we would give the vote to that child. Okay, so we've got Morticia Adams versus Mrs. Brisby. Shit.
Yeah.
I did not want to see this. I did not
That's
want to
great. That's a great lineup.
Oh, my God. Oh,
So fun.
I know where it's going, but I'm heartbroken about it. But I know where it's going. Chris, we know where it's going.
Yeah.
We know where it's going.
Do
Nothing
you
Fox
though?
says, Brisby Jedi. Think about it. Oh my God, she'd be a badass Jedi.
Yes, you
Kidding
would.
me? Brisby's not going down without a fight, though. I could see it. Look at this. Come on, Miss Brisby. Fight for your children. Fight for their lives. Morticia's going to eat them. We know it. That's what she does. She eats rats and spiders and shit. All kinds of stuff.
And lions and tigers and bears.
No my.
You're right, David Cox. Marge was a great mom and almost famous. She lost the preliminary battle of the fight, but the three-way fight between the Frances McDormand characters. She had 3 different moms that we were thinking about using, so we just had her fight it out in the prelims, and Marge won. That's
Squeaked it out.
Yeah.
very easily. Yeah.
Yeah. I was sad that Elaine Miller didn't win that one. She didn't even get a single vote. I don't know how that happened.
Okay, so we got Morticia versus Brisby. Amish says he's
Oh
voting
my
for
God.
Miss Brisby the Frisbee, so that gets 1 vote. Morticia from Sammy, Brisby from Enrique. Knocking Futz, I'm not sure if that's a vote, so we're just going to skip past that, and you can vote again later if you want. Mr. Sean says, got to go with Morticia. Mom and Dad say Miss Brisby. David Cox says Miss Brisby. Hector Hernandez, this is where I think it turns, says Morticia. Sean McGean says Morticia. Josh Turner says Morticia. So Morticia's now in the lead. Why wasn't Bambi's mom on the list? Because she dies. Okay, moving on.
Spoiler alert.
Enrique says, my
Spoiler.
godson votes Brisby. You could have had Padme versus Lady Jessica from Dune. Nah.
Well, we
I
wanted
don't
to
think
do.
enough. I don't think enough people know that character, to be honest. Morticia Adam Ridgway. What'd you say, Chris?
Well, I'll say also, like, you know, like I'm trying to explain a little bit. Like, we're trying to find people that are like, some of these people we didn't pick because we wanted good representation of mothers, like who represent being a good mother generally.
Like Bonnie wanted to go evil instantly. Bonnie's like, we got to talk about.
I wasn't necessarily thinking
famous
evil.
moms.
I was just
They
thinking
killed their
of
kids.
like iconic
I love that.
iconic movie mothers.
But like
And
Fanny's
Bonnie
mom,
wanted to keep it
It
interesting.
wasn't about whether or not that mother was a good or bad mother. It was just whether or not you loved that character for whatever reason.
Right. Then we could have just called it the Battle of Women.
I mean,
They were mothers.
They're also women.
I'm just saying.
I'm sure I could find. Like,
Our-
look, they're both holding stuff.
Our
They have
theme
like
was Battle
shiny
of the
trinkets.
Mothers, okay?
She's got an amulet on her neck. She's got a ring on her finger. Both have trinkets. Lots of arguments to make. Bambi's mom died. Next thing you tell me is that Soylent Green is people. Well, Enrique, if you can stick with us after the show here, we have to talk to you, sure, about something. Not related to that at all. No, just something. Just something. Yeah, you won a very special prize. That's what it is. Very special prize. Mm-hmm. We're going to take you down by the river, and we're going to show you the puppies that you can pet, and we're going to explain a few things to you.
oh my God, Cersei Lannister.
because
No,
it's a
God,
TV
no.
show, Kevin.
Well, yeah, I think he's being a little facetious there.
Yes.
Yes, Enrique's godson is not getting to vote, Sammy. We get that.
So I think that's Morticia. I think Morticia won.
it's a tie. No, it's a
Oh,
tie.
is it?
It's
Is
a
it?
dead tie. It's Morticia and
Oh.
Mrs. Brisby are at 6 each. So it's a tie. So it goes to us.
Mm-hmm.
It goes to the council of witches, I guess. I don't know, the coven, we could say. Us. So
Wow.
all right, guys. And if we are deadlocked, then we use the coin. And the coin I have this for the start of this season is a very special coin. And Adam, you'll appreciate this. This is the Shawshank Redemption 30th anniversary coin from the Mansfield Reformatory.
Very nice.
Oh, that's cool.
And it got there when we went ghost hunting.
I dig that.
But All right, here we go. Supreme Council, Kevin, not the Supreme Court. We know what the hell we're doing. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Bonnie, are you voting for Brisby or Morticia?
Morticia.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Chris, are you voting for Brisby or Morticia?
Brisby, 100%.
And Inez, are you voting for Brisby or Morticia?
Morticia.
And I'm getting the coin out because I'm voting for Brisby as well. So
Wow.
here we go. The
Oh,
decision
God.
of this battle has come down to a coin toss, guys. So heads is going to be the hammer, and tails is going to be the building. Okay. So heads is going to be Morticia, and tails is going to be Mrs. Brisby. Is that okay with everybody?
Sure.
I guess.
Because
Sure.
Morticia uses a hammer she has before, and Mrs.
And
Brisby would
has a
love to
tail.
end up in a home like this. Okay. Should I do 2 out of 3 or let it fall?
Sure.
Or
Flip
just
it.
in my hand?
Flip.
Flip it in my hand and catch it.
Flip it.
Flip it in my hand. Okay, just one toss and that's it. Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Here we go. Ready?
A fair toss.
Mrs. Brisby for the win.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's the one time.
Terrible.
Wow, she made it to the
Sorry.
finals. Did not exceed
Wow.
that,
Mm.
Mrs. Brisby made the finals. Mrs. Motherfucking Brisby made the finals. Oh man, and everybody that's mad, you know what? You should have voted something else. Okay, moving on. Next fight. Next fight. That's a great. I got to use a coin finally.
Bonnie, Sammy, and myself we don't agree with this
Yeah.
win.
We
Rigged
don't
as
agree
hell,
with it.
says Sammy. Okay. My godson, cat, and dog are so happy. Says
Next
Enrique.
time one of us does the flip.
Exactly. Yes.
We'll get a cool coin like me. I keep getting cool coins.
Oh, I should have used my turtle coin.
Oh, yeah, that's a great one.
I would probably just ask Siri.
I didn't get one of
There you-
those.
that's-
I didn't get one of those coins. I kind of regret not
Yeah.
getting one of those coins.
Cereal flip.
I have a whole set.
Okay. All right. Moving on. We have Sarah Connor versus Molly Weasley. I
What?
don't know. I honestly, this is one I have no goddamn clue who's going to win this one.
Yeah,
No clue
this would
whatsoever.
be- This would be a hard one.
And if you guys are talking about strength, technically it should go to Molly, right? Because she does wizardry
Mhm.
stuff. Unless my assessment of her was true. Like she's just, painting a house with her wand.
Okay, if
or-
we're like, I feel like it's two different types of strength because one is more mental, one is more physical.
True.
Sure.
But
Yep.
I do think that Molly could crack a few skulls if she had to.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But I also think
But
if you
see, now,
give
are
Sarah
you
Connor a wand, everybody's fucking dead. It's over.
That's true.
She ain't asking questions.
Mm,
But see, now that just seems like you're comparing them power wise.
right.
You need to compare them motherly wise.
Well, I'm comparing them, yeah. Like Sarah Connor is going to just kill people without. She's just going to go on instinct. That's what I'm talking about because that's who she is. That's how battle hardened she is. Whereas Molly Weasley does think about the family unit, so she's going to hesitate.
Not
More
much
motherly.
though. She was very close to sacrificing herself.
Yep.
Yeah, and if she does that, she loses the battle. You see, you just answered.
Not if her
poorly.
children
No.
are alive.
You just gave everybody what I said, justification, and I wasn't meaning to do that. I was just saying.
No, that's not what she
No.
did.
Wow, Bonnie.
No.
The
Good
point
job.
is, if her children survive, then
Well
she
done.
did her job. That's where she's like, standing.
Okay.
for.
Okay. Sammy, oh my God! And what is a surprise from everyone here? Sammy is probably going to vote Molly. I think. Wow, that's a shock.
Be nice to Sammy. Jeez.
I'm trying.
We'll try harder, okay?
Honestly, they do both share a lot of the same qualities. They do.
Okay.
True.
Okay, so
I think it's a relatively fair fight, but it's a very interesting one.
Sarah and Molly. Okay, so Sarah Connor goes to Sean McGean. Sammy, Molly. Shocking. Truly shocking.
Oh, whatever.
Enrique says Sarah Connor. I'm going with Molly for the mother, says Amish. David says Sarah Connor. Molly proves herself over a longer haul, says Mr. Sean. He's going Molly.
I feel like that's kind of true.
Sammy's just arguing in this and ranting. This is tough, but I'm going Molly. So it's 4.
She's not ranting. She's defending.
Molly
Yeah.
goes to Adam. Sounds like a crazy person just yapping in your ear. Like that video I sent you of that woman when I was trying to dip the chicken tender.
Your
Knocking
aunt?
Futz says Sarah can't afford thousands in weapons, but can't afford a $20 bra. I'm not complaining about that. Are you?
I don't feel like that has a whole lot to do with her.
So Knocking, I don't know who you're voting for on that. But Sean McGean says Kick-Ass Connor over Measly Weasley.
Oh, that's just mean.
Wow.
Yeah, go
That
Bonnie
was
Mezzi for the mother.
Called
points.
for.
Shush, Sean, says Sammy. Now she's fighting Sean. Kevin says, don't judge a woman's attire with a question mark. Like he's not sure. Oh, Kevin, always the elder statesman in the room here. That's the true politician. I can't take sides. Hector says, Molly is tough and motherly. Sarah doesn't give siblings to John. Hector, I don't know if that's a vote. And mom and dad say Molly. So it looks like Molly's 2 in the lead currently.
Yeah. That felt like a vote from Hector.
Anybody else on Sarah though? I feel like Sarah could really just take Molly. I think if you just.
I think we're good.
She just shoot her. Like
Where they can both shoot from long distances, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hector
That's
confirmed
true.
Molly.
Hector confirmed Molly, which sounds like that is going to almost do her in. Let's give her 30
7 to 5.
seconds though. I'm going to put 30
Why?
seconds.
Why would you do that?
Let's
That's
just
it.
do that just to be
It
sure.
is.
Just in case.
Wow.
Okay, I was just really kidding about that, but it's still hilarious.
Uh-huh.
Rude. Rude.
It's like your new favorite toy.
I think it's going to be Molly. Well, I think you're right. I mean, it's
Yeah.
going to be Molly. Molly takes it.
Mm-hmm.
And that means
Even your parents said Molly.
that means we have one battle left. This is the final. This is the take all, be all.
I like this ending.
2 very strong moms willing to do anything to protect their children. And I think it is an appropriate ending, as much as I think Molly's
Yeah.
a bit wishy-washy. You know,
Is it
Mrs.
just
Brisby
me, or
had
do
a
they kind of
wand.
look alike?
Yeah, they do. They're both redheads.
They kind of do.
Yeah. I give Mrs. Brisby for the lashes. She's got some nice eyelashes there.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
You know, and the whiskers. Very nice whiskers. Yeah. Yeah, probably can run faster, I would hope. Maybe not, though. You never know. You never know.
Who knows?
Yeah. We got a couple votes in here. We got a couple votes.
Villages is going to be a tight one.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a little harder for people to choose.
Yeah.
Sean
Yeah.
McGean
I
says
think they
more
might need a
Tisha.
little bit more time.
So I don't know where the votes started on this.
It was
started
after
with
Sean
Amish
saying
Morticia
Morticia.
all the way.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm going for Mrs. Brisby all the way, says Amish. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Amish gets 1 for Mrs. Brisby. I'm going to keep counting these guys, but take your time. Brisby Jedi says Knocking Futz. Knocking Futz, we need to know if that's your vote. I'm assuming it is, but we're going to wait. Sammy, wow, shocking. Molly. Go for Molly. UK goes Mrs. Brisby. Josh, you actually are no longer entitled to a Brisby Frisbee since you voted for Molly. on that.
Hey.
So sorry.
Excuse me.
So sorry.
I think you should get 2 for that vote. You get 2 for
Morticia is out of the race. Yes, Sean. Morticia's been gone for a while now. For what, like 10 minutes, 15? I don't know.
Yeah, Brisby
10 minutes.
beat her.
Knocking Futt says Brisby, so Brisby is moving.
Oh, wow.
ahead. Mom says Brisby. David Cox says Brisby.
Quite a few for Brisby now.
Sean McGean says Brisby.
Oh,
How I
wow.
expected this to go.
So we're at 6-2. Miss Brisby's Molly's getting mollywopped.
Yeah,
That's all I
she
can
is.
say.
Wow.
Mollywopping Molly. Mrs. Brisby's like, let me show you how it's done. She rolls up her cloak. She doesn't have sleeves. Just rolls up her cloak. Adam doesn't know Brisby, but says Brisby.
What?
Have you never seen The Secret of Nim? Secret of Nim's fantastic. It's dark. It's spooky. It's moody. It's great. I think you would love it and also hate it at the same time. You'd be scared, but you would love it.
Enrique, hush.
My dog said Frisbee. Well, you probably said Frisbee. Your dog said, what Frisbee? Frisbee? Yeah, that's possible. Okay, checking in with Kevin, seeing if I got any messages.
We got a vote for Molly from Kevin.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin's voting Molly. All right. That's called a sympathy vote, for those of you that don't know.
Shut up. No one asked.
David Crease. David, thank you for joining, buddy. He says, first movie I ever saw in my life, and it was on VHS. Brisby, 100%.
Is
this your first
but I
first
think
time on the
Brisby's taking it.
I think so too.
Yeah.
We're at 8-3, so unless 5 more
Mhm.
people throw out a Molly, we're looking at a win for Mrs. Brisby,
Yeah.
which is completely shocking to me and Chris.
I honestly thought
We
it would
did
be a
not
little bit
expect
more
this
of a
at all.
battle.
Yes.
But let me ask you guys, since we're going to officially, I think, call it here and say that Mrs. Brisby won, beating out Molly. Let me ask you guys, if it had been Morticia versus Molly, who would have won?
I think
guessing
Morticia.
That's what I was guessing.
Yeah,
I think
feel like
Morticia would take it.
have gone with it.
I just think it's funny it ended up with cartoon moms. No, Amisha points out.
The cartoon moms. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mrs. Brisby for the win, everybody. Congratulations to Mrs. Brisby.
Wow.
Let's all give her a round of applause.
What a win.
Sammy, what would you have done? Because she hasn't commented yet.
Okay, so Kevin said
I think
Molly
we're
over
Sammy
gonna
logged
work
off.
it,
She's
but it
done.
exploded.
She
If it
left.
was
She said,
Morticia
I'm over it.
versus
Morticia. Brisby for Lily Monster. Yeah, me too, Knucking Futz. I prefer Lily Monster too. Mrs. Brisby is the Battle of the Moms champion. Yes. Very good. Since this is our first time on the new streaming platform, I want to thank you guys all for taking this very tedious journey with us as we transferred every single thing over. And basically, it was a really sad day for both Chris, me, and Kevin as we packed our bags and moved out of Skype Studios. We shut the lights off for him, and even Chris swept the floor, vacuum for him. So, and I
First time
dusted.
ever.
I dusted, and then Kevin talked to the security guy about future prospects and stuff. So, we did everything we can with that company and with Microsoft, who then decided to screw us with Teams. So we decided not to continue on with Microsoft. Sadly, that was just the way it was, and pivoted over here to what is a testing ground for us on StreamYard. So if you liked this, please feel free to let us know in the comments. If you like the new way things looked and how we're able to do stuff, There are going to be some differences moving forward, of course, but we're going to try to make everything as pleasurable and enjoyable for everybody as possible. We do thank you for taking this journey with us as we start on this new platform. And thank you again to Inez for being a first timer on our live stream. It was very nice having you on. And of course,
Fun. Thank you.
You're so welcome. And then our podcast buddies here, Bonnie and Chris. And special thanks to Kevin for being in the chats and being in communication throughout, for doing everything he can. We are not going to be doing a prize giveaway this week. We are looking at some other prizes, particularly, guys, because I just got back from Ohio. And when I come back from Ohio, I usually have hot sauce. So we're going to be doing a live show in the near future where we're going to be giving away some hot sauce. So stay tuned for that. I'll probably be doing some comic book giveaways and such as well. Tune in. We will be posting in advance. Now that we can continue to do that, we will be posting in advance what the next show will be before the next show. So you'll get to learn as we discuss it and we create a banner for it. So it's going to be an exciting time. So I want to thank you all. David Cox says it went smooth. Thank you so much. With the ability of Chris able to help and lend a hand on the back end with the new program, it's very helpful for me too, because I can actually do other things rather than have all these pages and panels up on my screen. It's just one clear screen with stuff that I can easily access, which makes it a lot more simpler for me as well, and helps me maybe be a little less on edge with whether things are going to work or not, which is always great. So unless Moody Donald is always a good Donald, I feel personally. So thank you guys so much for sticking with us.
What a gauge.
I know, right? Thanks for sticking with us. We appreciate it. And if you're feeling thirsty, Kevin, why don't you type it out? Type it out, Kevin. If you're feeling thirsty, perhaps you should. Give him a second. It's got to take it. He's going to, fumbling around. He's fallen down twice now, I can tell.
It's not.
He'll get there.
No. Are you sure?
I think so. Yeah.
He might have tuned out already.
No, not Kevin. He sticks to the bitter end. We have the printed. Look at this. We have the printed Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze. And I was like, oh, I have two of them. One of them I can get rid of. And then I opened up the other one, right?
He responded.
There it is.
Sticker on it. So they're different. I can't sell both of them. And there we go. Now I can stop talking about that.
All right.
So if you're feeling thirsty, perhaps you should. Kevin says, have a motherly and nurturing rumble pop. There we go. Thank you. I can't do that, I guess. I don't know. All right. Thank you guys so much. Have a great evening. We appreciate you so much. And let's close it out.
Good night, everyone.